My beloved child, you are here because you are searching for a word that will not just touch your mind but will settle deep into your spirit. You have found the right place, for this moment is not by accident. I have drawn you here so that you may know beyond all doubt that I see you, I hear you, and I understand the hidden thoughts of your heart. In this space, you are not just a reader. You are the very one for whom these words were prepared. I want you to feel the certainty that you are exactly where you need to be, that the very answer your soul longs for is already unfolding. I will not speak to you in vague whispers. I will speak so that your heart knows with unshakable assurance. You are under my covering, you are under my care, and you are in the center of my plan. You have not wandered into these words by chance. I called you here because the season you are in demands a new word, a fresh wind, and a renewed fire in your faith. I confirm to you now, you are in the right place. And now, let me stir something within you, a curiosity, a leaning forward of your spirit. I am about to take you deeper than the surface truths you have heard before. I will reveal layers of my heart toward you that you have not yet touched. You think you know the extent of my love, but there are rooms within my presence you have not yet entered. I will take you there, if you will let me. In the coming moments, you will see glimpses of how I have been weaving every detail of your life into a greater tapestry than you imagine. You will discover why certain doors closed, why some seasons seemed barren, and why you have carried burdens that felt heavier than you could bear. I am not just going to tell you that I love you. I'm going to show you how I have been moving, even in the shadows you feared. But first, I must set the stakes before you. This is not just another message to soothe you for a moment, and then fade away into forgetfulness. No, what I am about to pour into your heart carries eternal weight. If you lean in and receive it, chains will break, fear will lose its grip, and a new strength will rise in you that no storm can overthrow. But if you turn away, if you dismiss these words as if they were ordinary, you risk continuing in cycles of heaviness that I long to free you from. You risk missing the appointed moment when heaven opens over you. I am offering you more than comfort. I am offering transformation. Your response will determine whether you remain where you are or step into the fullness of what I have prepared. And I want you to know what I am giving you now is not like anything the world offers. The voices of the world will offer motivation for a day, a distraction for an hour, or false promises that fade in the night. But my word is living, breathing, and sharper than any sword. My voice carries the weight of eternity and the sweetness of perfect love. I am not here to give you cliches or empty encouragement. I am here to speak truth with the authority of the one who made you and has kept you alive until this very moment. No other source can give you the covering, the peace, and the unshakable joy that I am about to pour over you. What you will receive from me now is unique because it comes from the heart of the one who knows your past, holds your present, and has already walked ahead into your future. You have felt surrounded by uncertainty, and you have wondered if you are truly seen. You are. You have questioned if your prayers have reached me. And I tell you, not a single word you have spoken in hope or in pain has been lost to the wind. I've gathered them, treasured them, and answered them, some in ways you recognize, others in ways you have yet to discover. You have faced seasons where the night seemed longer than the day, but even there, my light has been beside you, waiting for the moment to break through. Do not underestimate how closely I have walked with you, even when you could not feel me. My presence has been your unseen shelter, and my hand has been your unseen defense. Right now, I want you to picture yourself standing beneath a great covering, my covering. Above you, there is no threat that can pierce through. Around you, there is no enemy that can breach the walls I have set. The storms may rage beyond, but within my shelter, there is peace that no one can take from you. You are not fragile in my hands. You are not forgotten in my kingdom. You are chosen, protected, and deeply loved. This is why I have brought you here, to remind you that you are living under the shadow of the Almighty, and no harm can remove you from this place of safety unless you step away yourself. Now hear me, beloved. The path ahead may not always be smooth, but it will be purposeful. Every trial you face will become a tool in my hand to shape you into who I have called you to be. I will use even the wounds of your past as testimonies of my healing. You will see how what the enemy meant for harm becomes the very foundation of your future joy. You are not moving toward defeat. You are moving toward fulfillment. Every day you choose to trust me. You are taking ground that cannot be taken back. There will be moments in this journey when the temptation to doubt will whisper to your heart. When that happens, remember this moment. Remember that I confirm to you, you are exactly where you are meant to be, hearing exactly what you are meant to hear. Remember the curiosity I placed in you to seek me deeper, and the stakes I set before you to press in and not turn away. Remember that no one else can give you what I am giving you now, for it is not just words, it is my Spirit moving in you. And so I begin this first step with you, not as a distant voice, but as the one who walks beside you, who holds you close, and who has already gone before you to make the way straight. Stay with me in this, for each word that follows will build upon the last, leading you into greater freedom, deeper peace, and unshakable faith. You are safe. You are seen. You are loved. And this is only the beginning. My child, now that you know you are in the right place, I want to take you by the hand and lead you further into the depths of what I am revealing. You have felt the stirring of curiosity, and that is good, for curiosity in my presence is not a distraction. It is an invitation. When you lean in with your heart, when you desire to see what I see and hear what I say, you position yourself for revelation that will reshape your life. You are not here to collect mere information. You are here to receive impartation, something that settles into your spirit and changes the way you walk, think, and believe. This is the moment when my words shift from being something you read to being something you live. Consider this. There are truths you have not yet touched, not because they are far from you, but because they are locked in rooms of faith you have not yet dared to enter. I am here to hand you the key. When you open these doors, you will not just see your circumstances differently, you will see yourself differently. You will understand why I allowed certain seasons of silence and why I did not remove every challenge instantly. You will see how I used what looked like delays to prepare the ground for your greatest harvest. You will see that nothing was wasted, not the tears, not the waiting, not the prayers that seemed unanswered. There is a greater narrative being written over your life, one that is bigger than the frustrations of the present moment. I am aligning pieces you cannot yet see. I am placing people, opportunities, and divine appointments along your path that will reveal themselves at the exact moment they are needed. If I were to show you the fullness of my plan right now, you would be overwhelmed, not because you could not handle the blessing, but because you would try to rush into it before the foundation was complete. Trust me, child, I do nothing halfway. Every promise I make, I complete with perfection. But I must also remind you why this matters so deeply. There is an enemy of your soul who would love nothing more than to keep you distracted, discouraged, and disbelieving. If you allow him to, he will whisper lies that sound like truth, telling you that you are forgotten, that nothing will change, that your faith is in vain. If you accept those lies, you will slow your steps and even consider turning back. That is why I am speaking to you now with urgency, not to alarm you, but to awaken you. The stakes are higher than you realize, because what I have placed within you is not just for you. Your breakthrough will become the breakthrough of many. Your faith will become the testimony that lifts others from despair. If you do not step into what I am calling you to, entire chains of blessing meant to flow through you could be delayed. Then hear me well. What I am offering you cannot be duplicated. No one else can replicate the exact way I have crafted your journey. Your story carries details, intersections, and miracles that are unique to you. The way I have preserved you in seasons where others would have fallen, the way I have whispered hope to you in the midnight hours when no one else knew you were awake, all of this is evidence that My dealings with you are personal and precise. There is no one-size-fits-all in my kingdom. I knit you together with intention, and the path I call you to walk is unlike any other. Do not despise the uniqueness of your story. Do not compare it to another's. What I am writing in you is rare and precious. I want you to think back to the moments when you almost gave up, when the weight of your situation seemed too much. You may have thought those were wasted days, but I tell you, they were proving grounds. In those moments, I was not absent, I was closer than ever. I was strengthening your roots so that when the winds of life blew harder, you would not break. I was teaching you to hear my voice over the noise of fear. I was protecting you from stepping into things prematurely, shielding you from battles you were not yet ready to fight. Every "not yet" you heard from me was not a denial, but a preparation. Do you see, beloved, that my timing is a gift? I am never early, never late, and never careless with the unfolding of your destiny. When I say the word, doors will open so suddenly you will know it is not by human hand. When I release the blessing, it will not be fragile. It will be secure, established, and beyond the reach of those who would try to take it from you. The fruit I give will not spoil. The joy I pour out will not fade. I am not in the business of giving you momentary relief. I am here to establish lasting freedom and enduring peace. You have wondered why the enemy fights you so hard. It is because he sees what is coming. He knows that when you fully realize who you are in me, his influence over your mind will shatter. He knows that when you walk in the confidence of my promises, every step you take will reclaim territory for my kingdom. That is why he tries to plant seeds of doubt and confusion, but I am here to uproot them. I am here to remind you that the same voice that spoke light into existence is the voice speaking over you now. My word in your life is stronger than any opposition, louder than any lie, and truer than any fear. So lean in closer. Do not just hear these words, let them take root. I am shaping your vision so that you see beyond the immediate. I am shaping your heart so that you can carry the weight of the blessing without being crushed by it. I am shaping your faith so that you will not only survive in this world, but you will thrive as a living testimony of my goodness. And as you walk this path with me, you will find that what I am building in you will naturally draw others, not because you try to impress them, but because they will see in you something the world cannot offer, a peace that cannot be stolen, a joy that cannot be explained, and a strength that cannot be shaken. This is why you must continue. This is why you cannot stop here. What I have for you next will not only confirm what I have spoken, but will open your eyes to a level of my presence you have not yet known. Stay with me, child. The journey is just beginning, and I am walking every step with you. My beloved, as we walk deeper into this conversation, I want you to understand something very important. I have never, not for a single moment, taken my eyes off you. Even in those times when you felt invisible to the world, I was watching over you with the tenderness of a father who treasures his child. You have wondered how I could still be working when everything around you seemed motionless, when your prayers felt like they were bouncing off silent walls. I tell you now, in those very moments, I was doing my most intricate work, the kind of work that is hidden beneath the surface, like roots growing deep and strong before a tree ever breaks through the soil. You may not have seen the growth, but I was forming strength in you that would outlast every storm. Every detail of your life has been under my careful watch. Nothing has slipped past me. Every tear has been counted, every sigh recorded, every battle acknowledged. I have felt the weight of what you carry, and I have never ignored your pain. But I am not content to simply comfort you in your suffering. I am determined to transform it. I do not waste the seasons you walk through. I redeem them. The days you thought were lost are not gone. I am weaving them into the very testimony that will lift others out of despair. The nights you spent wondering if morning would come, I was already preparing the sunrise. And yet, I know that in your human heart, It is easy to look at what is in front of you and feel as though my promises are far away. You look at the gaps, the delays, the unfinished prayers, and you wonder if you misunderstood me. But hear me clearly. My promises are not fragile. They do not dissolve in the face of time. What I have spoken over your life is as unshakable as the throne I sit upon. My words are not influenced by the opinions of others, nor are they weakened by the resistance of the enemy. When I say it will come to pass, it will. You may not understand my timing, but I am never careless with it. There is a covering over you, one that is invisible to human eyes but impenetrable to every force of darkness. You live under the shadow of the Almighty, a shadow that is not born from absence, but from nearness. When you walk under my shadow, it means you are close enough to me that my presence is the thing sheltering you. The closer you draw, the greater your protection, and the more you will sense my peace even in the middle of chaos. I have called you to live here, not as a visitor, but as a permanent resident. This is your home, not the shifting circumstances of the world, but the steady place of my presence. Do you remember the times when danger came close but did not touch you? That was me. When the words of others tried to wound your heart but somehow could not destroy your spirit, that was my hand covering you. When opportunities slipped away only for greater ones to appear later, that was my guidance. You have been kept, not by chance, but by my deliberate care. I am not a passive observer in your life. I am an active defender. The enemy has wanted to break you, but he cannot pass through the walls I have set around you. But I must tell you, remaining under my shadow is a choice. I will not force you to stay close. I will invite you, draw you, and speak to you, but you must respond. Every day you decide whether you will dwell in my shelter or wander into the noise of the world. I will not stop loving you if you drift, but you will feel the difference. Peace will be harder to find. Joy will be more fragile, and your heart will grow weary more quickly. This is not punishment. It is simply the reality that apart from my presence, the weight of life presses heavier. I do not want you to live that way. I want you to know the ease of walking with me, the relief of resting in my care. And so I say again, come closer. When the storms rise, do not run in every direction seeking help from sources that cannot truly save you. Come to me first. Pour out your heart without holding back. I can handle your questions, your fears, and even your doubts. I will not turn away because you struggle to trust. I will meet you there and strengthen your faith. My arms are open not only when you feel strong, but especially when you feel weak. I know the road you are walking. I know the obstacles ahead and the ones you cannot yet see. I am already in the places you have not reached, preparing the way. There are battles coming that you will not have to fight because I will fight them for you. There are dangers you will never know existed because I will remove them before they can touch you. And there are blessings waiting that will arrive at the perfect moment, carrying the unmistakable mark of my hand. You must understand, beloved, I am not only protecting you from harm, I am protecting you for purpose. Your life is not random. There are assignments I have given you that require the strength you are building now. There are people you will touch, situations you will change, and testimonies you will share that will only be possible because of the road I have led you down. You may not see the full picture yet, but every step is necessary. Nothing has been in vain. And here is what I want you to settle in your heart today. You are safe with me. Not just safe from physical harm, but safe from the fear that tries to steal your peace. Safe from the lies that try to distort your worth. Safe from the shame that tries to drag you back into your past. I have placed you in my hands, and nothing, no one, no force, no mistake can pull you from my grip. Stay here, in this place of trust. Let the knowledge of my care sink deep until it becomes the anchor that holds you steady no matter what comes. This is not the end of your journey, my child, it is the strengthening of it. And as you remain in my shadow, you will see victories unfold in ways you never imagined. My child, I want you to pause and let this truth sink deeply into your spirit. You are not only being protected, you are being prepared. Everything I have allowed you to walk through has been shaping you for something greater than you can see right now. I have not wasted your pain, your tears, or your waiting. Every moment has been an investment, and the return will be far beyond what you expect. You have been in a refining process, like gold in the fire, and though the flames have been hot, they have been burning away the things that could not go with you into the next season. What remains is stronger, purer, and more radiant than before. You see, many long for blessing but are not ready to carry it. I love you too much to give you something that would harm you if you are not yet prepared to steward it well. There were doors you wanted me to open quickly, but had I done so, the weight behind them might have crushed you. There were relationships you wanted me to preserve, but I knew they would pull you away from my purpose. There were opportunities you prayed for, but I saw the traps hidden within them. You may have thought I was withholding good from you, but I was actually protecting you from harm. I never say no without a better yes waiting in my time. Understand this: my preparation is not just about building your endurance. It's about building your identity. I am teaching you to see yourself the way I see you: strong, capable, resilient, and filled with my spirit. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a carrier of my presence. The same power that raised my son from the dead is living in you. The enemy wants you to see yourself as small and powerless. But I tell you, when you stand in my name, all of heaven stands with you. You are never outnumbered, never defenseless, and never abandoned. I know there are still moments when fear tries to take hold. You look at what is ahead and wonder if you will have what it takes. That is why I keep calling you back under my shadow, not so you can hide in fear, but so you can be empowered in faith. When you are close to me, you do not face battles with your own strength alone. You face them clothed in my strength. And when you are clothed in my strength, you will find that walls fall, chains break, and impossible situations turn around. Do not underestimate what I am building in you during these hidden seasons. Just as a seed grows unseen beneath the soil before breaking through into the sunlight, so too am I cultivating something in you that will soon be visible to the world. The roots are going deep now so that the fruit will be abundant later. I am shaping your character so that when the blessing comes, you will not be swayed by pride or distracted by applause. I am teaching you to recognize my voice, so that when the noise of the world grows louder, you will still know my whisper. You have also felt the sting of betrayal, of people turning away when you needed them most. I want you to know that I saw every moment, and I felt the pain with you. But I am not allowing those wounds to define you. I am using them to deepen your compassion, to make your heart softer toward those who are hurting, and to sharpen your discernment so you will recognize who truly walks in love and who does not. The loss you have felt in relationships will not be the end of your story. I will bring the right people into your life at the right time, those who will walk with you in unity and truth. And I must tell you, what is ahead will not just restore what was lost, it will multiply it. The joy you thought was gone will return fuller than before. The dreams you thought were over will come back to life with greater clarity and power. The places where you have felt barren will blossom with new life. I am the God of restoration, but I am also the God of increase. I do not return things to how they were. I make them better than they have ever been. In the days ahead, you will start to see signs that I am moving. They may seem small at first: a conversation that stirs hope, an unexpected opportunity, a moment of peace in the middle of uncertainty. Do not overlook these signs. They are the first drops before the rain. They are my way of letting you know that the season is shifting. Pay attention, beloved, for I am always speaking, always guiding, and always leading you toward the fulfillment of my promises. My beloved, as we continue, I want to show you something that will shift the way you see yourself and the season you are in. You have been walking through days that have felt uncertain, moments where you have wondered if you are still on the right path. Let me assure you, you are not wandering aimlessly. Every step you have taken, even those you thought were mistakes, have been woven into my design, I am the master weaver, and not one thread of your life is wasted. What you thought was a detour has been a part of the route I planned from the beginning. I have been leading you with precision, even when my hand was hidden. At times, I allowed you to walk into places where you had to rely completely on faith, so that you would learn to hear my voice above every other. I let you face battles where your own strength would not be enough, so that you could see the reality of my power. I have let you come to the end of yourself, so that you would discover the limitless nature of who I am. These moments were never meant to destroy you. They were meant to redefine you. You see, in my kingdom, your identity is not determined by your past failures, nor is it diminished by the opinions of others. Your worth is not tied to what you have or what you do. It is anchored in who you are to me. You are mine, chosen, redeemed, and set apart. The world may overlook you, underestimate you, or even reject you, but I have called you by name, and nothing can erase that call. The value I place on you is not temporary. It is eternal. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are unworthy of the blessings I have prepared. He has whispered that you have missed your chance, that too much time has passed, or that your mistakes have disqualified you. These are lies, and today I silence them. I remind you that my mercy is greater than your failures, my grace stronger than your regrets, and my calling over your life irrevocable. I do not change my mind about the ones I love. What I spoke over you before you were even born still stands today. And hear me, the days ahead are not meant to be lived in survival mode. I have called you to live in abundance, not in constant lack. I have called you to walk in joy, not in the shadow of sorrow. I have called you to be bold, not timid, in the face of challenges. My spirit within you is not one of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. You are equipped for every good work I have assigned to you, even if you cannot yet see the full scope of it. There will be new doors opening before you soon, doors no one can shut. These opportunities will not come by chance. They are the result of seeds you have sown in faith, prayers you have prayed in secret, and trust you have held on to when it would have been easier to give up. Some of these doors will lead you into places you never imagined yourself stepping into. Do not shrink back when they appear. Walk through them with the confidence that I have gone ahead to prepare the way. But I want you to understand something. With every blessing comes responsibility. When I pour out my goodness on your life, it is not only for your benefit. It is so that through you, others might see my hand and know my heart. The peace I give you is meant to be shared. The wisdom I give you is meant to guide others. The comfort I have given you in your pain is meant to be offered to those who are hurting. You are not only the recipient of my love, you are a vessel of it. There will be people I bring into your path who are desperate for hope. Some will never walk into a place of worship, but they will encounter me through your words, your kindness, and your presence. You may not always feel ready for this, but I will give you the words when you need them. I will fill you with compassion that reaches beyond the surface, and I will use your life as a living testimony of my faithfulness. Do not be afraid of being stretched in this next season. Growth always requires leaving the familiar. It may feel uncomfortable at times, but discomfort in my presence is never without purpose. I will be with you in every step of the journey, guiding, strengthening, and providing what you need before you even ask. My resources are unlimited, and my commitment to you is unbreakable. So lift your head, beloved. The time for hiding in the shadows is ending. You are stepping into a season where my light will shine through you more brightly than ever before. Not because you sought recognition, but because you sought me, and in finding me, you will find the courage to live fully in the purpose for which you were created. My beloved, now I want to speak to you about the battles you have faced, and the ones you fear may still come. You have wondered why the path has not been free of resistance, why challenges seem to rise just when you are about to take a step forward. I tell you, it is because the enemy recognizes the weight of the calling on your life. He sees what I have placed in you, and what will happen when you fully walk in it. His strategy has been to exhaust you, to make you question whether it is worth continuing. But hear me, the very fact that you are still here, still seeking my voice, still breathing in this moment is proof that his plans have failed. You are not standing in your own strength alone. You are standing because my hand has upheld you. There were nights when you thought you would break, but my spirit was surrounding you, unseen, yet unshakable. There were moments when the weight felt too heavy, but I shifted the burden without you even realizing it. I sent my angels to guard you, to shield you from attacks that could have taken you down. You do not know how many arrows have been deflected, how many snares dismantled before they could touch you. Every day, I fight for you in ways you cannot see, and I will not stop. I want you to understand something important. The battles you have faced were never meant to be your destruction. They were meant to be your training. A soldier is not made strong by standing in a field of peace, but by enduring the discipline of preparation and the reality of the fight. Every time you stood your ground in faith, even trembling, you were growing stronger. Every prayer you prayed when you felt like giving up became a weapon forged in the fire. You are not the same as you were before. You are more resilient, more discerning, more aware of my power. The enemy has tried to convince you that the presence of struggle means the absence of my favor. That is a lie. The struggle is not proof of my absence. It is proof that you are advancing. If you were no threat to the darkness, it would leave you alone. The fact that you face resistance is a sign that you are moving in the right direction, but you are not called to fight in your own strength. Your greatest weapon is not your own ability. It is your dependence on me. When you place the battle in my hands, you position yourself for victory that only I can bring. I have not called you to a life of constant fear or exhaustion. I have called you to rest in the truth that I am your defender. I am the shield that surrounds you, the fortress that cannot be breached. I am the one who knows the schemes of the enemy before they are even formed, and I dismantle them before they can touch you. You will still face challenges, yes, but you will not face them alone. And every time you emerge from a battle, you will carry new authority. Authority that comes from seeing my power work in your life firsthand. I know there are wounds you carry from the fights you have endured. I will heal them. Some of these wounds are visible. Others are hidden deep within your heart. You have carried them quietly, not wanting to burden anyone, but I have seen everyone. I am the healer who does not just mend the surface. I restore from the inside out. I will not allow these wounds to define you or limit you. Instead, they will become the very places from which my strength flows. You may be tempted at times to look back and wonder if you could have avoided some of the battles. But my child, even the paths you wish had been different have been redeemed in my hands. I take what the enemy meant for harm, and I weave it into a testimony of victory. I waste nothing. The pain will not be the final chapter, the triumph will. And when others see what I have done for you, they will believe that I can do it for them too. So, do not shrink back now. You have been equipped for this season. Your prayers are not small, they shake the heavens. Your worship is not weak, its silence is the enemy. Your obedience is not unnoticed, it moves the heart of your Father. Every act of trust you give me is like a stone placed in the foundation of the life I am building for you. I am calling you to stand tall, not in pride, but in the confidence that comes from knowing you are mine. Let the storms come, they cannot uproot what I have planted. Let the voices rise, they cannot silence what I have spoken. Let the battles appear, they cannot defeat what I have already declared victorious. Stay close to me, and you will see that what once intimidated you will soon be under your feet. The enemy that chased you will be the enemy you overcome, and the fear that once kept you bound will become the very place where you experience the freedom I died to give you. My beloved, as we move forward together, I want to lift your eyes beyond the immediate battles and set them on the vision I have for your life. You were not created merely to survive each day, you were created to walk in victory, to live with purpose. and to shine with the light of my presence wherever you go. I did not place my spirit within you so that you could live in constant fear of what is ahead. I placed my spirit within you so you could live with the certainty that you are more than a conqueror through me. I have given you a hope that is not tied to circumstances. The joy I offer is not dependent on how others treat you, nor on the rise and fall of your situation. It is a joy that springs from knowing that your life is anchored in my unchanging love. Even when the winds shift and the ground beneath you seems unstable, the foundation of my word does not move. This is why I keep calling you back to it, because it is the place where your faith is strengthened and your vision is cleared. You have asked me for direction, for clarity about where I am taking you. Hear me now. I am not only guiding your steps, I am guiding your pace. I am not rushing you ahead before you are ready, nor am I holding you back to frustrate you. I am aligning the timing of your life with the perfection of my plan. There are moments when you feel eager to run forward, but I hold you in place to protect you from unseen danger. There are moments when you feel uncertain, but I move you forward because I know you are ready. Trust this. My timing is not an obstacle, it is a shield. And while you wait, I am working in ways you cannot see. I am opening doors that you will one day walk through with amazement, realizing they were prepared for you long before you knew to ask for them. I am arranging connections, preparing opportunities, and shaping circumstances so that when the moment arrives, everything will align perfectly. I am also preparing your heart so that when the blessings come, you will handle them with wisdom and gratitude, not fear or pride. There is something else I want you to understand, beloved. Your life is not just about what you receive. It is about what you release. I have poured my love into you so that it can flow through you to others. The comfort you have received in your darkest moments is meant to be given to those who are still in theirs. The words I have spoken to strengthen you are meant to be shared with those whose strength is failing. The hope I have placed in you is meant to be a light for those walking through shadows. Some of the people I will send to you will not know me yet. They may be broken, angry, or carrying deep wounds. They may not look like they are ready to hear truth, but your presence, your patience, and your kindness will prepare the soil of their hearts. I will give you the right words when the time comes, words that will pierce through walls of pain and plant seeds of hope. You do not need to force the change in them. You only need to love as I have loved you, and my spirit will do the rest. I also want you to release the fear of lack. The enemy has tried to convince you that you will not have enough strength, enough resources, enough opportunities. But my kingdom does not operate on scarcity. I am your source, and I do not run dry. The same God who has carried you until now will continue to provide for you in ways both ordinary and miraculous. I will meet your needs not reluctantly, but generously. And I will do it so that you can focus on the mission I have given you without being consumed by worry. This next season will stretch you, but it will also fulfill you. You will step into places that once intimidated you, and you will find that you are ready. You will face challenges that once made you fearful, and you will overcome them with a strength you didn't know you had. You will see prayers answered in ways that make you realize I have been listening the entire time. And you will discover that the delays were never denials, they were preparation for something greater. My beloved, as you take in what I have been speaking to you, I want to draw you even deeper into the truth of my presence. You have learned that I protect you, that I guide you, and that I prepare you. Now I want you to understand that I delight in you. You are not simply a project to me. You are my treasure. I rejoice over you with singing, and my thoughts toward you are more numerous than the grains of sand on the shore. I have engraved your name on the palms of my hands, not as a passing memory, but as an eternal mark of my covenant with you. This truth should silence every voice that tells you that you are insignificant or overlooked. You are not just one among many to me. I see you individually. I know your smile, your tears, the sound of your laughter, and the weight of your sighs. I know it makes your heart sore and what makes it ache. I know the things you share with others and the things you keep locked inside. And I love all of you, not just the parts you think are presentable, but the parts you struggle with, the parts you wish were different, the parts you think disqualify you. My love for you does not waver when you stumble. It steadies you so that you can rise again. You have feared that your weaknesses make you unworthy of my calling, but I tell you, it is in your weakness that my strength shines brightest. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be willing to follow me when you do not have all the answers, willing to trust me when the path is not clear, willing to let me work in areas of your life you have tried to keep hidden. I will not shame you in those places, I will heal them. I will not expose you to harm, I will cover you with grace. This is why I have been teaching you to dwell under my shadow, because intimacy with me is the place where transformation happens. In my presence, fear loses its voice, shame loses its grip, and lies lose their power. In my presence, you are reminded of who you really are. Chosen, beloved, secure. I want you to live from this place daily, not just visit it when life feels overwhelming. When you wake in the morning, speak to me. When you walk through your day, listen for my whisper. When you lay down at night, rest in the knowledge that I am still watching over you. I also want you to know that I have not forgotten the dreams you once carried in your heart. Some of them you have laid down because you thought they were too big, too impossible, or too far gone. But I placed those dreams within you for a reason. The vision may have dimmed in your eyes, but it has never faded in mine. In my timing, I will breathe life into them again, and you will see that nothing is beyond my reach. What seems impossible to you is effortless for me. And yes, I know the voices that try to tell you otherwise. They may come from the enemy, from the world, or even from people you care about. They may say you are unqualified, that you have failed too many times, or that you should settle for less. But I did not create you to live in the shadow of limitation. I created you to live in the light of my promises. When I open a door for you, it does not matter who says it cannot be done. My word stands above every other. Do not let past disappointments convince you to stop expecting good things. Hope is not foolish when it is rooted in me. Faith is not wasted when it is placed in my hands. I have never asked you to figure everything out. I have asked you to trust me. Trust is not about understanding every detail. It is about believing that I am good, even when you cannot see the full picture. In the days ahead, I will show you glimpses of what I am building in your life. Some will be small confirmations. Others will be unmistakable breakthroughs. These will be reminders that I have been working all along, and they will strengthen your faith for the greater things to come. I will lead you into moments where my presence is so tangible that you will feel the weight of my love in your very bones. I will surround you with peace that defies logic, and I will fill your heart with a joy that nothing in this world can steal. So, rest in me, my child. Let go of the striving that wears you down. Release the need to control every outcome. Allow me to carry what you were never meant to bear alone. I will not fail you. I have never failed you. And as you keep your heart open to me, you will see that this journey is not leading you into uncertainty. It is leading you into the fullness of who I created you to be. My beloved, as we draw closer to the fullness of what I am speaking over you, I want to prepare your heart for the shift that is coming. You have walked through seasons of waiting, endured storms that tested your faith, and faced moments where you wondered if the promise would ever arrive. But now, I tell you, the ground is changing beneath your feet. The seeds you have sown in tears are about to break through the soil, and you will reap in joy. The things you have prayed for in secret will begin to manifest openly, and you will see with your own eyes that I have been faithful all along. This is not just about answered prayers. It is about a new way of living. I am moving you from a place of survival into a place of overflow. No longer will you feel as though you are barely holding on. You will walk with strength and confidence because you know I am sustaining you. This shift will not be accidental. It is the result of every hidden moment of obedience, every act of faith when it would have been easier to quit, every time you chose to cling to my word instead of the voice of fear. But I must tell you, with the new season comes new responsibility. Blessing is not just for your comfort, it is for your calling. When I pour into you, it is so you can pour into others. When I restore what was lost, it is so you can testify of my power. When I place resources in your hands, it is so you can use them for purposes that extend beyond yourself. I will entrust much to you because I know your heart is learning to be faithful. The days ahead will require you to walk with greater discernment. Not everyone who applauds you will be for you, and not every opportunity will be from me. You will need to listen for my voice more closely than ever, because my direction will not always align with the logic of the world. Sometimes I will tell you to step forward when others say it is too soon. Other times I will tell you to wait when others are urging you to rush. Trust my timing, even when it defies human reasoning. You will also need to guard your heart against distraction. The enemy knows he cannot stop what I am doing, so he will try to divert your attention with noise, unnecessary battles, and false urgencies. Learn to say no to what I have not assigned to you, so that you can say yes fully to what I have called you to. You do not need to chase every opportunity, defend yourself against every opinion, or answer every criticism. Your focus must remain on me, for I am the source of your strength and the guide of your steps. I want you to know that I am not only preparing blessings for you, I am preparing you for blessings. If you were to receive everything now without the growth and grounding I have been building into you, the weight of it could overwhelm you. But as your roots go deeper in me, you will find that what once felt heavy will now be light, because you will be carrying it with my strength. The greater the blessing, the greater the need for stability, and I am making you unshakable. And yes, this will be a season of visible victories. You will see doors open suddenly, relationships restored unexpectedly, and provision come from places you did not anticipate. You will watch as I turn situations around that seemed impossible to fix. But I do not want you to be surprised when these things happen. I want you to see them as the natural outflow of my promises. I have told you I am faithful, and you will now witness that faithfulness in undeniable ways. Beloved, I also remind you that as I lift you, humility must remain your foundation. Remember that every good thing comes from my hand, not from your own efforts alone. Gratitude will keep your heart soft, humility will keep your spirit teachable, and obedience will keep you aligned with my will. Celebrate the victories, yes, but do not forget to return to the secret place where it all began, just you and me. There will be moments in this new season when you will sense my presence more strongly than ever before. You will find yourself walking into situations where peace fills the room because you have arrived carrying my spirit. People will ask you how you keep your joy, how you remain steady, and you will have the privilege of pointing them to me. In this way, your life will become a living altar, a place where others encounter my love without even stepping into a church. So prepare your heart, my child. Let go of the weight of the past and the fear of the future. Stand ready, because I am about to show you that my promises are not distant dreams. They are your present reality. And when they unfold, remember that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. The same God who brings you into your promise will keep you in it. My beloved, we have walked together through words of assurance, correction, preparation, and promise. And now I bring you to the place of sealing this word over your life. You have heard me speak of my protection, my provision, and my plans for you. You have felt my hand steady you in storms, my voice calling you closer, and my spirit strengthening you for what lies ahead. Now, I want you to receive this truth as an unshakable foundation. I am yours, and you are mine forever. Nothing can undo what I have spoken over you. You will face moments ahead where you are tempted to question this, when the wind will blow hard against your faith, and the noise of the world will try to drown out my whisper. In those moments, remember what I have told you. Here you are under my covering, safe in my hands, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. The battles may come, but the victory has already been declared. You will not be overcome, because I have already overcome the world. This journey we have walked together has not been about giving you a temporary sense of encouragement. It has been about transforming the way you see yourself, your life, and your God. You are no longer to see yourself as fragile, powerless, or forgotten. You are to see yourself as beloved, chosen, equipped, and empowered. You are to see your life not as a series of random events, but as a divine story, written with intention and sealed with love. I have told you before, and I tell you again, the best is not behind you, it is ahead of you. The enemy will try to use your past to keep you from stepping into your future, but I have already broken those chains. The shame, the guilt, the regret, they have no place in you anymore. My forgiveness is complete. My redemption is total. You do not need to earn it. You only need to believe it. Walk forward in freedom, knowing that you carry my name and my authority wherever you go. This final word is also a commissioning. You are not just called to live in my presence. You are called to carry my presence into the world. You will be my hands that help, my voice that encourages, my heart that loves. In your workplace, in your family, among friends, and even with strangers, you will be an extension of my kingdom. The world is desperate for the light you carry, even if it does not realize it yet. And I will open the way for that light to shine, not through striving, but through the natural overflow of your time with me. Do not be afraid of opposition. When you walk in my will, the enemy will push back, but he cannot stop what I have started. I will give you wisdom to discern the difference between battles you are called to fight and distractions you are called to ignore. I will give you courage to speak truth with love and humility to serve even when no one sees. I will give you joy in the middle of trials, so that your peace will be a testimony in itself. Beloved, this is the moment to rise. This is the moment to believe me fully, to trust me completely, and to walk in obedience without hesitation. I have prepared you for this. You have been through the refining fire, and you have come out stronger. Now is the time to step into the promises I have been speaking over you since before you were born. Do not hold back. Do not delay. Move forward in faith, for I am with you every step of the way. And when you see the breakthroughs, when the doors open and the blessings flow, remember to return to the place of gratitude. Remember to lift your hands and your heart in worship, not because I need it, but because you do. Worship will keep your vision clear and your heart aligned with mine. It will remind you that everything you have, everything you are, and everything you will be is because of my grace. Now go, my child, with courage and joy. Live each day as one who knows they are loved beyond measure. Walk into each moment with the confidence that comes from being fully known and fully chosen. Share the hope I have given you with those who are desperate for it. And never forget, I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Amen. If this word has stirred your heart, share it. Let my message reach those who are hungry for hope.